What are you training for?
Life.
Welcome to Train for Life, a podcast brought to you by ISI Elite Training. I'm Adam Rice, founder and CEO, and we'll be hosting this alongside Amanda Hall, our COO. Tune in weekly as we explore topics on personal and professional development to help you level up in all aspects of your life. We call this Training for Life. All right, guys, so we are back for season 2 of the Train for Life podcast. I'm Adam Rice, founder and CEO here at ISI Elite Training, and I am with Amanda Hall, our COO. Wow.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. It's been a busy, I guess it's been about 6 months now. So excited for what's to come here in season 2. So just so you guys know, here in season 2, we're going to be talking, it's going to be a little bit different format, right? It's going to be me and you. And we're going to be talking some topics that we actually went out to a lot of the listeners and asked them what they wanted. So a lot more personal development, I think.
Yes. More of us.
Yeah, more of us
Yeah.
and a little bit more personal development. And then we'll see what's in store for season 3. So with that being said, man, give us a rundown, Amanda, of where we're at as a brand today, just so they know going into 2023.
Yeah, so currently we are approaching 100 units awarded as a brand, which is exciting for us, a big milestone coming up. We have 29 locations open now across, and we're in 15 states. So a lot of growth here happening in the last part of the year since season 1. So it's been a fun ride, and I think the momentum around us as a brand and Train for Life, and right now we're in the middle of our first member challenge kicking off 2023, and it's been really exciting to see Iron Nation really just take off.
Yeah. So this podcast is called Train for Life. So I want to circle back to that as we enter into season 2 here. Train for Life. At the heart of it, I'm curious what it means to you personally, but also, we just released, I guess at the time of filming this, it's February, but our 2023 full national campaign is Train for Life. This podcast is called Train for Life. It's really our motto and kind of a sub-identity taking on as the brand. And so as a lifestyle brand, like, what does Train for Life personally mean to you? And then as a COO, what does it mean kind of in that subset of the marketing arm of what we're trying to communicate as a brand?
Yeah, I mean, personally, Train for Life for me is, in everything that I'm wanting to achieve, I realize I have to train for it in some capacity. So if it's in the fitness realm, right, Train for Life for me, I mean, I think I've said this before, but for me, working out 50 minutes, it's my time. It makes me a better leader, a better mom, a better wife. It's really a selfish time for me. But that training that happens in those 50 minutes is really that training for all those other components of my life. Yep. So when I think of Train for Life, I also think personally, and I know we're going to dive into this in this season, but what are the areas in my life that I have had to train to get better, right? For life overall and my vision for my life and what I want to achieve. And then as COO, I feel as a brand, we really were wrapping our arms around, we are a lifestyle brand. Yep. And we know everybody steps in for 50 minutes on that turf, and that 50 minutes for them, they're training for something. Everybody's training for something different, but in those 50 minutes, they're all doing it together. And there's nothing like the synergy, I think, of being with someone next to you that, whatever that is they're training for, whether it is, physical, mental, even if it's something in their career or life that they're going after, and that's making them better for it. So Train for Life really came to life out of that, how we see our members, that we are a lifestyle brand, we're a community, and we're all living a life outside of that 50 minutes together, and that 50 minutes makes us that much better.
Yeah, no, I love that.
How about you?
I mean, I think for me, personally, it's, we were actually in a marketing meeting yesterday where we were just talking about this, and it's time under tension, right? So I think to grow in our life, we have to increase our capacity, right? Which requires new experiences. It requires time under tension, meaning whether that's physical, it's actually the weights that we're lifting, the resistance we're facing. It creates more resilience. But also time under tension creates, whether it's in your career and you have to have a tough conversation or you go through, I know for me, like I love working in sprints. So working through sprints and having really long days, that's tension, right? And really creating that. And so for me, it's metaphorically, it carries over into every element of my life. And then, yeah, I mean, obviously in alignment with you on what it is for the brand. So, I think when I look back to this, since our last podcast, since season 1, what's like one highlight for you really over the past 6 months that's happened as a brand? And then we'll wrap this up.
Yeah. So for me, I'm sure we're probably going to have similar, but one highlight that really sticks out to me was our first annual convention, which happened in mid-October, bringing all of our, franchise partners, their teams, here to Charlotte and really seeing that it's not, I mean, we're more than just a brand, right? A brand really is the people who make it up.
Yeah.
And, I think the only thing that could make it better would have been if when we did have some members there that volunteer, but having members there, but just seeing us come together and really align for 2023, set momentum, seeing the brand come to life, not just from a branding point in one convention, but really the people that make it what it is.
Yep.
It's definitely a highlight. And I felt like coming out of that, it really created this synergy amongst, our franchise partners who are really leading the charge on a day-to-day basis. So it's definitely, there's been several highlights, but that's probably the icing on the cake for me. What about you?
I'd agree. Yeah, same thing. I mean, as someone who founded this brand in 2013, I'd really never dreamed of that day, right? So I think seeing people from all over the country come in and get aligned around one mission, because the brand's, it's not about me, it's not about you, it's really about collectively us as a whole. So seeing everybody, from even some hourly employees there to our managers, to our owners, and really their lives and dreams and everything that they've invested in coming to fruition, and seeing that they have a group behind them that supports them.
What was like your favorite moment at convention? Do you have one that stuck out that you were like, wow?
Man, I think probably like opening day when we came out and spoke.
Yeah.
Right. It was, just the energy in that room was pretty infectious. So, but yeah, it was that. And then we've had openings in big cities like Miami and Nashville and Indianapolis. Scottsdale's about to open. So, it's really cool to see it as, I don't think a lot of brands can say when they really launch that, hey, we're a national brand from coast to coast. And, it's been a blessing that obviously we've got franchise partners in Miami to Baltimore to Folsom, California, and really all corners of the country. So that's been really cool. And the momentum that we've got right now as a brand is exciting. And
awesome.
Super excited for this season, and really for you and I to get to share a little bit more about us and kind of our hearts behind things, our head behind things. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and dive into season 2. With that being said, though, so if you are someone who wants to see, in your market, maybe there's an ISI coming, or if you want to check out if there's an ISI coming, head over to our website and find your location. So it's just www.isielitetraining.com. Of course, follow us on Instagram. It's simple at ISI Elite Training _. And then this will also be filmed on YouTube if you want to see us in real flesh and life. And then lastly, if you're somebody who is looking to get into the fitness industry, looking to potentially be a semi-absentee owner, be an owner-operator, then we've got several territories open across the country. Head to www.isifranchise.com to find out more. So until the next episode, we'll see you guys on the turf.